What you're saying is you believe that there's a lot of folks out there who haven't engaged that you believe will come to your side of the debate.
Absolutely, and we're working with our supporters to get out there and engage those people across the country. We've got about 15,000 people signed up as volunteers. They're going to be integral as that number grows to further the conversation across communities. And we've said that's where this campaign needs to be, and we've always said that that's where this campaign will be won. It'll be won on the ground with our supporters talking to undecideds.
The problem is messaging, though, Dean. So many people are just plain confused by it all. Even Noel Pearson says it lacks a clear message. So how are you going to change tactics for the next few months?
Well, the tactic is to extend the conversation. It's actually when you actually get out there and have that conversation. I was in the Kimberley last week, Peter, talking to people from some of the most remote communities in Australia. And when you actually sit down and have the ability to talk with Indigenous and non-Indigenous people about this, they get it. They understand the simplicity of what recognition means and what a voice means for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities. So the tactic is to reach as many people as possible because we believe there's a deep level of goodwill in the Australian community for this issue. And when we get out there and yarn with them about that, we will start to see that support absolutely come on board.
Okay, so opposite to that, Dean, when you have key members of the Yes campaign, such as Thomas Mayo, who's previously said he wants to, quote, punish politicians for ignoring our advice, and there's even comments from yourself suggesting the Voice explore the date of Australia Day, do you blame people for getting spooked by the idea of a voice to Parliament and where it could eventually lead?
Oh, look, I think Thomas has been a fantastic champion for this issue for a long time. He's had thousands of conversations. The idea that a couple of comments that have been picked up over the last 6 years isn't representative of the championship that he has given to this issue. And while the media are very much interested in prosecuting these issues of Australia Day and others, I can tell you when you get out there in the community, nobody is talking about those issues. They are talking about the importance of better futures for their young people and particularly Indigenous people. They're talking about health, housing, education. So, look, there are two conversations. There's the one that the kind of media and Canberra-based politicians really want to keep alive. But as I say, when you actually get out there in the communities like we did over the weekend, it's a completely different conversation. So we're on the right track here. We've got the right strategy, and it is our task now just to engage more and more Australians.
Okay. Dean Parkin, good to see you from beautiful North Straddie this morning, one of my favourite places on the planet. Thank you, Dean.